As I'm sitting here in the middle of my morning routine today, I thought it would be helpful to do a really quick video that touches on two things: how to create a daily routine, and a little bit more importantly, why create a daily routine. Welcome back to Martin-MadeTV, inspiring life, home, and style. Hey, it's Kim from Martin-MadeTV. Welcome, and thanks so much for clicking on today's video where we'll be discussing all things routines. If you're new, please consider subscribing. The channel's all about interior design, home decor, productivity, and organization. So as I'm all into being more productive and using my time more efficiently, I thought more and more about what the cornerstone of productivity really is. And to me, that would be routines or establishing routines. But then I started thinking, well, not everybody knows what a routine is or what a routine means or, how it can be effective in their lives. So I'm thinking, well, why routines? Why do we need routines? Also, how do you even set up a routine? So if those are questions you've asked yourself, then you've clicked on the right video. So first I'll touch on the why, because I do feel like that's important. So I want to kind of touch on that first. So I can say that creating a daily routine, as I mentioned in the intro, is kind of like the cornerstone of establishing a productive routine or productive day. So you want to have these routines in place that tell you what to do. It kind of puts your day on autopilot, so you can get the most out of your day. That would be another reason why. We all have so much going on in life, and we have so much that fills a 24-hour day. So why not get those things that you always have to take care of because we're responsible adults, get those things out of the way so that you can spend the rest of your time on the things you really like to do, like zoning out to YouTube or scrolling Instagram or reading a book. Whatever you're into. But I like to be able to get the responsible things out of the way, and then I can focus my time the way I want to, instead of feeling like these 24 hours a day were not mine. I also feel that routines are great for strengthening your self-control and your self-discipline. I truly believe that self-discipline is sort of like a muscle, and the only way we can get to strengthen those or to be better in our self-discipline and self-control is to set up routines. These are things that you've agreed with yourself that I have to get done and I need to do it in order to move on to the next project. Now to get into how to create a daily routine. The first thing I would say would be to really assess what's your easy time. So what's the time of day where you feel like your brain is on 100 and you can just knock out tasks if you need to? This will be the time of day where doing creative work feels best or feels easiest. For some of us, that could be early morning, if you're a morning person, maybe before everyone else wakes up, or for others of us, it could be in the evening. You're a night owl and your brain functions best or works best when everyone else is asleep and the house is quiet. So first, establish what time of day is best for you. The next step is to start small. You may want to start by setting up a general routine for your sleep schedule. Set an alarm for when you wake up, set an alarm for when you go to sleep. I know it sounds kind of simple and easy, but it really is a way to train your brain to stick to a certain routine or a specified routine. It's kind of like a baby step towards setting up routines that work most efficient for you. The next step I would take to setting up a routine would be to eliminate unnecessary decision making. That means those simple things that you can put on repeat every single day, just put them on repeat. For instance, I believe it's Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs. Also, I think I heard Simon Cowell randomly. But these are people who spend their days making decisions. That's all they do. They're CEOs of large companies or were CEOs of large companies. So what they do is wear the same exact uniform every single day. It may be a black t-shirt and blue jeans. That's it. You take away the decision-making process for picking out what to wear. The belief behind this is that our brains only have a certain amount of cognitive willpower. It's only this amount. That's all you have. That's all you can use in a 24-hour period. So in order to make sure your brain is functioning most efficiently and at maximum capacity, you take away those mundane or easy decisions. And that way you focus your energy more wisely on being creative, on making decisions, and all those things that really require your best self. The next step to creating a routine is something else that I would say kind of put your day on autopilot. If you establish time blocks throughout the day or even sometimes throughout the week, it automatically tells your brain what I should be working on at this period of time. And like I said, this is something that you would do over time, so it gets your brain used to doing this. You know, the first time you try it, it's not always going to be the best. It's not going to work out the easiest. But if you set up time blocks, whereas maybe from 9 to 10, you only do emails. Only do emails Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. After 10 a.m., if an email comes in, it has to wait until the next day. That would be an example of setting up time blocks. And then maybe from 10 to 12, you're working on something else very specific. And once that 12 o'clock hour hits, you move on to the next thing. Using time blocks maps out your day, and it kind of sets the tone and the flow for your day. And sometimes even your week. There might be certain days where you only do this specific task. Certain days, maybe you have a job where you have to go out in the field or something, or you have to make site visits. That could be a thing. And you plan your week so that only on Wednesdays am I doing site visits, and that's it. It really makes it a lot easier to schedule your time, to plan out your week, because you know, okay, if the call comes in and I need to go to a site visit, it's only happening on Wednesdays. Let's shoot for next Wednesday. It puts your time and your calendar and your brain on autopilot. And my last tip in setting up routines is to really assess how your brain functions. And that would be in terms of challenging tasks. There's a quote by Mark Twain, which I'll put on the screen because I can't remember it offhand, but the gist is, if the worst thing you have to do for the day is to eat a live frog, eat the frog first. Just get the worst thing over with, and then it makes the rest of your day or the rest of your routine flow easily and smoothly. You feel as though you accomplished that huge thing, and then you're like, I can take on anything else. So setting up a routine sometimes it may be easiest for you to put the hard thing first and just knock it out and tackle it. And that's the way you set up your routine. Conversely, there are people who would prefer to put the smaller or easier tasks first. That might give you the confidence to say, okay, once I get that one done and then the next small task done, I can definitely tackle the hard thing after I get all the smaller ones done. It may give you the confidence, the courage that you need to get it done. Whichever way works for you. But it's important to assess the way your brain works and the way you are typically most efficient. So that covers why we should set up daily routines and how to set up daily routines. It makes sure that we're the most intentional with our time. Like I said, we only get 24 hours a day. Use it in the best way possible. Use it in the way that serves you best. It's so unfair in life to have your days filled with things you don't want to do. I'm not about that life. So when you set up routines, you are putting those harder things first or focusing on those things so that you have more free time to spend with family, more free time to work on your hobbies, more free time to do the things that you like. Because the goal is to be intentional with your time and to make better use of it. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you thought these tips were helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to like the video also, and leave a comment down below. What are some of your tips for setting up routines? Have you never even thought of setting up routines? Do routines freak you out? I don't know. Leave a comment down below letting me know so we can get the discussion going. Again, if you're new here, please do subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.